N. Hi again, and welcome to Into the Dark Zone, your weekly digest of everything and anything the Division. This is episode 14, and I'm your host, Champagne. I'm also joined by Spider Monkey.
Morning, everybody. Excited with the new changes.
Mm-hmm. And Crashblade.
Top of the morning.
It is the top of the morning.
Yes, sir.
Actually, isn't it the bottom? Anyway,
I guess it
remember to
depends what
tweet
part of
us
the world you're
at
in, right?
remember to tweet us at Into the Dark Zone, or join our live chat on Twitch, as we will have questions and answers segment near the end of our show. First up, we have news and events.
So, just a few things. We'll pick up May 26th. They had a server maintenance. All that really changed was they fixed the issue preventing daily missions from appearing in the game, which seems like a recurring issue. Hopefully, this is the last time.
Hopefully.
And Intel is capped at 99. So if you're out there doing all your Intel gathering, don't go too crazy with it. Go use some of it before you just start capping out and making it pointless.
Mm-hmm.
It seems kind of arbitrary.
Yeah. Yeah, you think? Well, I don't know.
Anyway.
Maybe they just didn't want to give it that third space.
Well, it's 40.
You know.
It's 40 for the weekly for one of the weeklies, right? 40 for one of the weeklies, 30 for another one, so that's 70. And if you got 21 for another one, that's 91.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I
feel
can
like
see why.
it's definitely big enough. You don't need more than that.
Yeah.
Some of the known issues, they have a list of known issues up on the forums and ones they're investigating, but I'll just go through the few that affect people the most, I think. Critical Search and Destroy doesn't show up, and that's comes and goes, we've seen, so
Yeah.
hopefully they'll get that worked out soon or figure out what's causing it. There's a level 80 Dark Zone items. That's a bug. They're not actually level 80, so things are just showing incorrect numbers for some reason.
They're level 70, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Sean, let me ask you, because I heard on one of the State of the Game that Hamish asked Yannick, and Yannick said something about it being just a little 50s. But I didn't think I saw any 75s in there. I mean, I could be wrong. I would have to go in and check.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think that
You're the
everything
only one
got
of us
bumped.
that's been in the Dark Zone.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
This is true. But yeah, all I saw was 90 and 80. I'm sorry. It was 90, 80, and then the 25s or whatever. Anyway.
WI bug, which almost everybody has seen, I think. They have fixed that on the PC. PS4 and Xbox One is coming next week. So that's when you join up on people. It's best to both get into like Camp Hudson or something and then join. Otherwise, you can get the WI bug.
Yeah, and I thought it was just lag the first time I experienced it, because it just looks like a really weird, jumpy, kind of laggy map. But in fact, it's doubled up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it basically causes lag. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Marcus Junk was not working. That's under investigation. To me, when it happened to me, it seemed like it was.
What?
I think we just lost Sean's audio. Let me just check the Twitch stream.
Oh, sorry about that.
There you go.
I bumped my mute button.
So you said, you said something
Marcus
about
Junk
junking your
is not
trunk?
working. It's under investigation. To me, it seemed like it was related to the WI bug. It seemed like when I got the WI bug, I was no longer able to mark as junk.
Yeah, I experienced
Hopefully
the same
one
thing.
will fix the other.
Yeah, I experienced the same thing. Because later on, when I came back on and it wasn't WI'd, like I was playing with Tarkle, I could mark as junk and it was no problem at all.
Yeah. That's what I ran into too. I just don't know if it could actually happen separately. We'll see. That's all I got for news this week.
Well, speaking about adding to the news this week, Mike, how have you been? You've been gone for the past 2 shows.
Well, I've been. I'm good. I'm glad that there's some new content in the game. I'm really enjoying the game again. But that's not the reason I was gone. I was gone. I was away playing. I play a game called HeroClix. If anybody doesn't know, it is the nerdiest thing you can possibly play. Some people take offense to the N word, the nerd in this case, and call it a geek game. But it's basically superhero chess, collectible game similar to Magic the Gathering. And all us crazy nerds, we get together and do high-level competitions, playing in the meta game. And I ended up going to last weekend. I was away in Montreal, another Canadian city, if you're unfamiliar. Uh, playing
I thought that was in France.
Playing in nationals.
Montreal.
They
Yes.
do speak French. They do speak French. Playing in nationals, and I ended up coming 11th. So pretty good, not bad. Lots of fun and lots of really cool loot that I came away with from that experience.
Do you
But
get
I'm
any
glad
gear
to be
sets?
back. I'm glad to be hanging out with. Yeah, I got gear sets. No, I got playable figures, which would be, but they're convention exclusive playable figures. So I guess it's kind of like gear sets,
Do they
except
have
that I
special
have to
powers?
leave the house in order to get them.
Do they actually have special powers or no? They just like
Yeah, they do.
They
They
do?
have
No,
special powers.
it's actually a
They
serious
literally
question.
do.
Yeah, no, it's a serious
Yeah.
question.
Well, you
It's a
guys watch DC's Legends of Tomorrow, right?
Nope.
Not really, but I'll go
Well,
ahead.
some people do. Anyway, I don't even really. Anyway, one of the characters is Hawkman from the Justice League, and I got a special Hawkman out of the deal. Anyway, that's way more information than most people watching this show need to know, especially since saying the D word in here, the Division, or not the Division, sorry, Destiny. Can be bad at times. Now I'm going outside of the video game realm, talking about my tabletop adventures. So
All right.
yeah, thanks
Moving
for
on
asking.
from tabletop nerddom. We'll go back to console nerddom. Thank you.
Console, please. Let's do that.
All right. For the weekend review. All right. So we've got 1.2 came out. We've got a new incursion, search and destroy missions, HVT missions, new changes in the DayZ. A lot of good stuff. I'm actually very excited for it. It's like we were saying before the show. It is a step in the right direction for the game. It feels fresh. It feels like we're actually progressing, getting gear. But let's knock this out in order of let's say in order of importance. At least in the order that I did them when I started playing the game. So, Clear Skies, the incursion. Clear Skies was a very fun incursion. Going in, adding to the storyline. Obviously, the mechanics were different. It was not like everybody knows that everybody's played that it is not a wave-based encounter. It is very mobile, more cover-based shooting the way it's supposed to be, the way Falcon Lost should have been. But it's a lot more engaging. Definitely keeps you on your toes, moving around from one location to another. The checkpoint is a welcome change to the incursion. I can see. I understood why they did, in a way, the whole thing in Falcon Lost. They wanted to add a level of difficulty to it, but like we said in a few podcasts ago, that it would be nice if they added a checkpoint somewhere, probably around wave 8, maybe. Like a midway point.
Or even every time you plant a bomb, something.
Yeah, something.
At least, yeah.
But anyway, Clear Skies. The encounter itself, again, for me, I had a blast doing it. We did get some feedback about or I found it as well, that it was rather easy. But then when you think about it, why wouldn't it be easy? Because a lot of the people that have gotten gear at least for the people that have been playing, that didn't stop playing after Falcon Lost, they've been playing, they've been getting gear here and there, and their gear's up to snuff to at least clear the hard mode rather easily. So that's what really doesn't surprise.
Clear Skies is supposed to be at the same difficulty level, so if you've been playing and never did Falcon, like say you stopped playing right before Falcon Lost came out, you should be able to just go right into Clear Skies and be able to do it.
Correct.
It might be challenging because you'd be lower geared or whatever. So yeah, having most of us have the higher gear, it should be easy where it is now. I did have a lot of fun with it, and I like it. I do think it's a little short for what they're calling incursion. It's like they almost went too far the other way. But the encounter itself is much more fun. It's much better than the other. I would love to see them do something more raid-like, where this would be like the entrance,
Yes.
That's, you can clear. Somebody cleared it. They did a speed run in 5 minutes.
That was Eric's. Eric's group did it in 5 and change. Yeah.
Oh, there was another.
That's
another
incredible.
One I saw too.
Oh, there was another group.
So it's
okay.
If you're geared, it's not hard to do in like 5 minutes.
It is not.
Which is a little ridiculous for like the end level stuff.
Yeah. You tackle the objectives as they are. For example, just to give a tip on how to do it really quick. When you go in, the main objective is just to grab the 2 C4s and plant them on the container that leads you into Columbus Circle. So if you just go in there, take out the 2 main guys with the C4s and plant the C4s, you can basically blow through the first location rather quickly. And then the second one is once you jump over that truck, you can just basically make a dash towards the right in front of the circle. Well, not the circle, but the actual the water fountain that's there. Just hang to the right there, and you can go to the Humvee, do whatever you have to do in the computer, work your way back, grab the first briefcase. People cover you. You pop a survivor link, grab the first briefcase, pop a survivor link, walk back, plant it, walk around the other side, pick up the next briefcase. Obviously, you have enemies in between, but if your team is geared enough, all these guys will be dropping like flies. So you pick up the second one, pop another survivor link, walk back.
The speedrun I saw did 2 and 2.
Yeah.
They picked them both up at the same time.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That's how to do it the fastest. If you're geared enough, you pick them both up.
If you're geared enough.
Yeah.
That's it right there. That's a key point.
And which is, and it's true. It's if you're that geared, it should be fairly quick. But I don't know. I'm just still waiting for that raid-like activity, and I hope when they come out with the paid DLC that they give us something a lot longer, more story, closer to like a raid-like activity, as well as adding to the story.
Yeah.
Do we have any idea when that's actually going to come out?
I can't remember right now what they originally said. I would think July or August.
Nah,
August.
I think you're putting it too far back. I would say probably June.
June.
Oh, yeah, late June.
Mid-June?
Late June. Well, I guess it depends because this one they did delay this one. I say 30 to 45 days.
I mean,
30 to 25 days.
There's no way it comes out in June.
No.
They've already said it.
Late
They've
June.
already said that because of this one getting delayed, that one was going to be delayed. There's no way it's coming in June.
All right.
So mid-July ish.
Yeah. Late June, mid-July, I would say.
If it doesn't get pushed back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good to know. I haven't had a chance to try this one out yet, though, so I'm going to be bugging both of you guys to do that tonight with me.
Yeah, we gotta get in there.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. Yeah. I think I'm geared enough for it anyway. I'm just under 200.
Yeah, you're fine.
It should be fine. Yeah.
I was at like 186 when I went in there the first night.
Yeah.
So, of course, it was Julio's power team. We'll give a shout out to them later.
Yeah. And even when man, it's 3 excellent people I found on thedivisionllfg.com.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I was the pug actually, because there are 3 of them. And then I was the pug. I'm the unknown in the group, but hey, you know what? I performed and I managed to stay on the group.
Oh, looks aren't everything, right?
Right? Hey. But yeah, Clear Skies was fun, or it is fun. We cleared it the first time we did it in roughly like 9-10 minutes. Once we got the hang of it. So
yeah.
Yeah, and that's doing it the way I told you. Everybody just going in one location and then everybody going into the other location,
right?
Which is still not bad. 9 to 10 minutes in an incursion.
Yeah.
That's
not bad at all. And it's a quick way to. I mean, you get good loot every time.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's good. The intel and search and destroy missions and the HVT missions, they're great. Again, going back into the open world.
Yeah, I really like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very fun. It gets you to, if you haven't done, or if you blew through a lot of grabbing just the encounters and doing, which like I did, just like I can have access to this. I blew through a lot of the side missions without, taking it in and just picking up the encounters as well. But with this, they send you back to a location. You're like, wow, hold on, have I been to this side of the map? It looks familiar, but I just never, explored it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are going to different parts of the map now that maybe you kind of just glanced it over and just blew it off. So
yeah, this was a great change that actually we get to use the map again.
Yeah. How are you liking
all that area that was like no point in going back to, especially once I had collected everything like a long time ago, all the intel, everything. So there was no reason for me to go out there.
Yeah. How are you liking the search and destroy, the way the mechanics are applied? As far as the search and destroy are rather easy.
Yeah.
And then going into
they are, but they're nice in that way, right? I mean, being able to build up your credits by actually actively going and doing something interesting is I'm finding it really interesting and fun, and but then applying those credits to those larger missions is also very fun. What was it? Tarkle and I did one of the, I think it was the one that cost 15 for the daily missions last night, and we managed to kill the last guy with 3 seconds to spare before the boss came out. It was
nice.
a little intense, but very, very fun. And I think we both died like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, but it's fun. I mean,
we're really bad, but you know.
Well, no. Well, you guys at least started playing again. You know, the gear, they actually, even though they are purples, the guys are not that easy. You just can't skunk them really fast. You know, they're not level 25. These are level 31s and 32s.
Yeah.
Even, you know, so these are the type of people you see in the DZ. Once you go into DZ, you start seeing the level 31, 32s, 33s, and they're all purples, right?
Right.
So they'll pose a little bit of, I'm not gonna say a threat, but you can't get too loose because they will kill you rather quickly.
Yeah. And the HVT missions are great. I mean, I was trying just one of the dailies. I think it was a 10 intel daily. I tried to solo it, and I probably could have done it. I got to the boss wave, you know, but then I just made a mistake, and because I'm by myself, as soon as you're down, that's it. You lose that intel, and you know, try again. But it's I love how they're challenging, you know, and they have the different one you can do with 2 people. You can do most of the daily stuff. You know, better to have 3. The weekly stuff you really need 4, especially the high level weekly stuff is.
Oh my god.
Really challenging.
Yeah.
Especially when you know, if you wipe, it's like you lose those 40 intel or 30 intel, you know.
Right.
Yep. That happened to us. We bought that and then went in and those freaking
Leroy
guys.
Jenkins, also known as Crash Blade.
Yeah, I think the most dangerous enemies out there now are no longer the shotguns, right? And probably the same in the Dark Zone. The most dangerous enemies are those huge cleaners that shoot those flamethrowers like 100
those big
yards.
Guys. Oh yeah, those things. Yeah, they go around a city block and they go around the block too. If they got you, it's really bad. Those are on the list to be nerfed. Seriously, come on. There's really no need for flamethrower. Not to mention, it's a strong flamethrower, which that's fine. I can appreciate that, but damn, really? Like a whole city block? That's insane, man. That's just too much. I mean, how gas can't go out that far? I mean, you know, projecting it out of a pistol or whatever the hell that they're using, right?
Right.
Even pressurized, it's not gonna go out that far, but still.
I don't know.
That's terrifying.
I've seen some of those Pacific World War II videos. Those old flamethrowers they had, those things would shoot pretty far.
Yeah, but they don't go half a city block. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I like it. I think it's great. It's a lot harder in that way.
It is. It is.
I like when there's like one of them, but when they roll out like 3, like I was doing, I think it was just a Intel one. It rolled out 3 of them, and then 3 of them in the next wave.
Yeah, you and I were doing that one.
Yeah, it was like, man.
Yeah. Luckily, we were in the open area. There's one of the missions actually takes you, one of the HVT missions. There's one that you go into, you know, the little cleaner room where you have to which one is it? It's a mission. Oh, the mission where you have to close or open up or release the water pressure.
Oh yeah.
You know, you go in and you've got to imagine in that room getting 4 or 5 of those guys. We actually had one HVT. It was just insane, man. They killed us in there. I mean, I jumped down, went to the other side, and then they popped up from behind, opened up that flamethrower, and I was gone. I was a goner.
It's funny though, the mechanics that we have in these HVT missions, because they do that in a lot of these. I found that's exactly what I was talking about with the first incursion. What they needed, where it's you take cover, and then you get guys come. You know, you got to take out those guys in front of you, but then you get guys coming behind you, so you got to move to the other side, and then you take cover over there. But instead of just being that like one spot where you just hide and not take cover down the stairs, like it's actually moving around to different cover.
Yeah.
I like how they've implemented that, and hopefully we'll see more of that in the future incursion / raid, whatever they do.
Yeah, definitely. The DZ. I've been to the DZ, like you said, and I've been there already. I spent quite a few hours during the additional 2 days. We went in there. I did not go in there solo. I did not go in solo. We went in as a group. We didn't have anybody mess around with a rope. I don't know if it was because we were in a group or it's just the fact that just not many rogues around. I don't know. We did see rogues on the map, but they were up in DZ06. Where they went rogue, I don't know. More than likely, if you're there by yourself and you've got a group of 3 or 4, you want to call it survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive. Basically, 4-on-1, they'll just take you out, but they'll cut your rope and take your stuff. The mechanic itself, for me, hasn't been an issue. It is okay. So the chopper now, the chopper, takes about an hour. Like about a minute 15 seconds now to get there. Okay. After the zipline comes down, before the mechanic was if 4 people would attach their bags, the zipline would just go away.
Yep.
Right.
Now that doesn't work that way.
Yep.
So you have all 4 of us put our bags in, and now we still have to wait. I don't know what for, but
is it the 30-second timer or?
No, it's a 1-minute timer.
1 minute timer now that the helicopter
1 minute.
stays?
Okay. Yes. So the helicopter takes a minute 15 to get there.
Yep.
Okay, which is a good chunk of time for somebody to say, "Oh, look, there's an extraction going on over there. Hopefully, they just called the chopper. Let's go." But anyway, it takes about a minute 15. Then once he drops the zipline, now you've got a minute. What we did, we were just waiting around till we got to about the 15-second mark, put our bags on there, and then, then we just stayed there for the remainder of the time. But I personally, I would hesitate to put that thing on there right at the 1-minute marker, because you know what? If you have a team of 4 guys that are running rogues, and let's say, for example, they're geared just for that, okay? Because you're basically geared to do DZ PvP. If they'll skunk anybody they come across. So if you see somebody coming towards you, at least you give yourself that time frame. It's like, damn, okay, we didn't put anything in the zip line. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Move to another one. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Move to another one. There's no point in just hanging around. But definitely, that's our rule of thumb for us. Was just all right. Once we get to the 15-second timer, drop the bags on and we're out.
Yep.
Yep. But we ventured through DZ01, DZ02, DZ03. We went up to 4. We did not go to 5 and 6. We kind of ran out of time, and some people had to go. But from what I've heard, 5 and 6 are no joke.
Yeah.
With those level 34s, especially with those flamethrowers. Hell, the flamethrowers at level 33 are not a joke, let alone level 34.
Yep.
So
I'm looking forward to trying that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about those? There's those other packages. You've gotten a couple of those, the new packages.
Oh, the supply drops.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
okay.
supply drops.
The sealed cache. The sealed cache. The sealed caches. They drop it. The whole thing with this, like the whole point of this, that's why we labeled this, right, Loot Fest, because the whole point of 1.2 was to increase the amount of loot drops. So the DZ is most definitely worth going into. If you like it, you want to go in there to get gear, because you do feel the progression now. I got, I want to say throughout the course of the 2 days, the hour and a half, 2 hours that we were in there, I got probably, I want to say 3 or 4 sealed caches, like the gear set caches, and probably about 4 high-end sealed caches. So I mean, you're getting obviously XP, you're getting DZ credits, and you're getting a random weapon, which could be a 204, a 182, whatever. But same thing with the gear sets. You can have it's a randomized way of getting gear. I got a 214, I think 214 gloves out of one of them, and then I got some Nomad sets out of the other 2 that I had. So whatever, it was caca. But anyway, it drops. It drops.
Definitely done a really good job, like with that. You were mentioning 1.2 overall, the whole loot thing. I mean,
yes.
I went from, I think I started at 186 on Tuesday, and I've only played for 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, and I'm at like 209 now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just a ton of stuff dropping. Although
the
one thing they need to fix is, although it's great for now because the Lone Star pieces are fantastic, especially that 2-piece bonus that gives you double ammo in your capacity is amazing. Yeah. But it's like 80% of the drops seem to be Lone Star. And you get set stuff.
It does seem disproportionately high. I have 4 set Lone Star in multiple configurations at this point.
What I experienced was the Lone Star and the Hunter's Faith. Those are the 2 gear sets that I see drop left and right. At least
I've only
for
had
me.
1 piece drop of the Hunter's Faith.
Yeah. Well, when we started playing, they were dropping a little too much. But yeah, the Lone Star definitely has apparently the highest weight as far as drop rate goes for the other ones, because those things, they are dropping like flies. So
now,
not dropping.
Hunter's Faith, have you tried it?
I have not tried it. I have no inclination of trying it either.
Well,
it's one of those gear sets that it's not going to replace a Sentry. And if you start looking at the bonuses from what we read last week, the 2-set bonus gives you a 20% marksman rifle damage, right?
Mm-hmm. No, it's 20%
critical hit
damage on a marksman
for marksman
rifle.
On a marksman rifle, yes. Thank you. The 3-set bonus, you get a 20% whatchamacallit,
elites or something.
How was it?
But anyways,
damage to elites, yes.
Yeah, it's the 4-piece that we care about, though. So I wasn't understanding, from what I've read, how that 4-piece bonus worked, I guess. It's not a single charge. So if you're, if you shoot off 20 rounds, and hit them, you get 20 charges.
Correct.
It's not, because we just read that I was thinking it was just like one shot. You shoot somebody once and you get one.
No, you increase. When you shoot them multiple times. That's what they said, that you'll get. This is the only way you can actually go over the armor cap, is with this set. But the problem is, once you get shot once, you lose it.
No, you only use one charge. That's what I'm saying. That's what I didn't understand last week.
Hold on. Wait, what?
So you shoot. If you shoot 20 bullets, you get 20 charges. So you get 20 incoming bullets before they're all gone. You lose that charge when you get shot back.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be a lot better than. It's definitely a lot better than we were thinking it was last week. It could actually be useful.
I don't know. Even then, I still look at it, and you just get you added the way I'm looking at it is that you're adding a buff to yourself. Whereas the Sentry,
I'm not saying it's better than Sentry. I just wanted to bring up the point that it's better than what we were mentioning last week. But it's weird. It seems like the 4-piece seems like a tank thing. You know what I mean? Not like a hunter.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Thing. It seems like way more of a tank thing.
But you see where I think that the buff is kind of useless, especially if you're for a marksman rifle, for a marksman set.
Right.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It would make more sense for a tank thing, because it's great damage resistance.
Yeah.
On
if you get pistol
shots.
Well, how much threat does a marksman rifle actually generate? I mean, you can increase it with mods, but are they trying to give us?
Threat. I don't know if anybody's ever looked into threat, because let's be honest, who needs a tank?
Yeah.
Like, we've never needed a tank in this game.
True. It's true. I wish that was more of a thing.
Really. Well, it's actually, they do have a set, which is a tanky set, and it's actually gonna be. Well, I mean, again, for the hard mode, really wasn't needed, but for the challenge mode, it might be something we might want to look at. But until the challenge mode comes out, we won't know. But the tanky set, Mike, basically works that you can diffuse mortars. Do you remember in Falcon Lasso, you can see the mortars or come out? You can throw a grenade.
That's not a tank set, though. That's a support support thing.
Well, they call it the tanky set, right? So just go with me here. That's what they call it. But anyway, you throw a grenade, and once you damage, you don't have to kill. Just damage an enemy with a grenade. You have the ability. You get one grenade, and you have the ability to diffuse mortars. I can see how that'll be useful for clear skies, especially after you get, especially after, hell, you've seen how the hard mode is. I can only imagine how the challenge mode's going to be.
Yep. Yeah, they do have some mortars. They usually hit like twice. If you stay in one place too long, you'll get hit by like a double tap on mortar sort of thing.
Basically.
But it's not horrible like like the other one.
Yeah.
Like Falcon Lost, but yeah, that would be definitely very useful.
Yeah, but they did say again, the state of the game, that it is going to require not versatile, but definitely you're going to need a team of not everybody just going, sentries or just sentries and freaking Lone Star or whatever. So you're going to have an equal distribution of players. But until that comes out and we see what the exact mechanics are,
But when I say, like, I would like to see, it would be interesting to see something where you actually need a tank, like an actual tank who, in this type of game, would be tough. They would need way more health and armor than the others, to actually like get threat from all the enemies. So like, so that I could actually be a glass cannon DPS and barely be able to take any hits, but if I'm doing it right, nobody's ever shooting at me.
Yeah.
And I would need silencers on all my weapons, and the tank would need the compensators that are louder and get more threat. Because it's like there's a threat mechanic, but it's nobody cares about it.
Yeah, it's an undervalued thing, or it's just underdeveloped, I guess, is a good way to look at it. I would love that. I think that would be absolutely amazing. It'd mean that tanks would have to have a gear set for just regular PvE stuff and raiding, but that's fine. We're used to that kind of thing, where you have to have multiple gear sets, especially any of us who've played World of Warcraft. Oh wait, all of us have played that. So I think that's something that I wish that they would do, and I thought that they were going to do.
Yeah, I don't want to get too far off track, but imagine a gear set where the 4-piece bonus was when you hit a guy, that it does like that threat to all the enemies within 20 yards.
Yeah, it like sprays threat at everybody else.
Yeah, threat generation set.
Like a homeless guy being naughty, throwing it at somebody, and then there's spatter going everywhere.
Talk about off track. Wow. Okay.
Wow. Off the deep end there. Wow.
Everybody loves that. Come on. Yeah.
Are you actually looking out the window at the homeless guy right now? That's what it looks like.
There he is, right there. Hey Joe, how's it going? He's like, anyway.
Clearly, it's Walmart in Toronto, and there's some ladies walking by.
There are, all the time. It is very warm here. Man. In fact, my igloo melted. 86 up here right now. Anyway, so back to what we were talking about before. So we've pretty much covered everything in the weekend review, correct? We covered the flamethrowers are OP, which is the way you wrote it in here. Yes, they are. They're OP, but they're awesome. I love that. I wish we could have we could actually use a flamethrower. That would be really cool.
We'll probably get into Dark Zone stuff more next week.
That would be the tanky thing, because it would create so much threat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep. Put up a shield on the flamethrower, right over it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But look, real quick on Sean, what you were saying about going from like 180 something, leveling up gear. I think one of the guys, and that would be Solid Snake. He gets on, and he hadn't played in a while because he's been busy. Yep. With real life, whatever. And he gets on. He goes, all right, man, let's go do some Division. I said, all right. I just finished the incursion with my regulars. And then he hops in, and we go do 2 HVTs. Mm-hmm. So he goes from 180, okay, from a gear score of 180. This guy's got like 1 blue, I think. So he goes from gear score 180 to gear score 209 in one sitting, in 2 HVT missions, okay? We go do an incursion, and now he goes from gear score 208 to 217.
Yep.
So, I mean, if that's not progression, I don't know what is.
Yep.
I think right now he's up to 219, 220. It's just...
Yeah, that's a good another topic we could probably talk about now in the weekend review. I really do like what they've done with the loot. There is still a ton of RNG, so you could get a 240 item that's not as good as that 204 or 214, whatever that you already have. But it's so easy to get more of them. It's more like Diablo that I love it, because you're always getting more stuff. Or even, and this means also when you do get all the higher gear score stuff, there's still a potential of getting better gear.
Definitely.
So you can keep progressing. Whereas before this patch, I would play a bunch. I'd play for 10 hours and not get anything that was an upgrade. And that's not fun.
Yeah.
But this is much better, and even if I guess into his Diablo's mentality, what Blizzard had switched to was, even if they get all geared out in a few weeks and stop playing until the next DLC, who cares? Because they left happy and they'll come back.
Yeah.
You're not charging a monthly fee. It doesn't matter if people leave, if they're going to come back the next time you release content.
Yeah. but it's most definitely a change in the right direction.
Yeah.
As far as gear, I mean, not only that, I got a Hungry Hog. Oh, this is something I want to bring from the DZ. For those that are looking for a Hungry Hog, I know I got a Hungry Hog from DZ03 from the subway right by Bryant's Park.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Hungry Hog there. I know a buddy of mine's got a Hungry Hog there. The other guy that we're playing with, Nightman, he got a Hungry Hog there as well. So it seems that
like
one of
that
the bosses. Yeah, there's 2 bosses there actually.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I forgot which one's the one that dropped it. But point is that you can get it from down there. Pretty sure you can get it from somewhere else. But that boss specifically, or one of the 2 bosses there specifically, drops the Hungry Hog.
And so far, it is like the Midas from what I've seen. It is DZ only.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And probably those bosses probably have the best weight of dropping it. So
yeah.
You should go there. I want to try that out.
Yeah, it's completely doable, man. It's not bad once you have a whole group. But going solo like you do, that's one thing that I like about the DZ now. They did, obviously, since the enemy scaled up higher, you just can't run rush shot through all the NPCs. It's gonna take you a little longer to kill them.
Yeah.
So you've got to be careful if you're gonna go in there solo.
Yeah, my only concern still with the DZ, and I haven't been in there, is once more of the griefer types get geared up and are fighting these things, if they're gonna just start getting back at it. That was my concern with the cut the rope thing too. Like, I don't mind the cut the rope mechanic. It's just, I don't know. But so far it seems to be working out. From what I was reading, and it may have only been because it's the first few days, but like people were mostly being like running into other groups in the higher level DZ zones and actually helping each other, like groups working together to clear an area instead of turning on each other.
Yeah.
But we'll see how long that lasts,
Yeah,
everybody... That's not gonna last.
Everybody tags a boss and everybody gets a loot.
Yep. It might last though in DZ 5 and 6. It might last if they keep the enemies so difficult that you can barely handle with a full group of 4 taking out a group of enemies. Yeah. Even when you're fully geared, then you're not gonna turn on another group. You're not gonna be as likely to turn on another group because.
Yeah, just because of difficulty. Oh, one more thing. Speaking of which, the supply drops. I was gonna talk about that after the sealed caches. The supply drops are most definitely worth it now. From the supply drops, I got. We picked up. I want to say 2 or 3 different ones, and I got 2 gear sets out of the supply drops, and I got a 204. It was a pistol, but nevertheless, I got a 204. I think actually.
I don't know. Set pieces, right? Not
yes,
2 gear sets.
No, gear set pieces.
Yeah,
2 gear set pieces
out of these drops. Like what?
2 gear set pieces. I mean, you only get 2 pieces of items from these things. So, but the loot is definitely there. As far as dropping, again, just the whole thing with the loot changes. So it's a very welcome change. So supply drops are worth doing now. Before I wouldn't even bother. I mean, who the hell's gonna run out there for 2 purples? And for a chance at a 163. Well, that's not the reason anymore. So now you actually do have a reason to go out there and pick something up. So.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Awesome. I would like to get some full gear sets out of them, but that's not going to happen. Okay. Just a reminder to everybody out there: get your questions in if you can, and let's see here. We'll move on to the tip of the week.
Want to cover that one, Sean?
Sure. So for the tip of the week, it's the WI issue. Seems to be a result the fact that the overlay from your personal progress carries over to your friend's game when you force a load, so like when you're joining up on them. A good way around this is to have both you and your friend travel to the same safe house before joining your friend's session, and then it's treated as a social hub, and you don't require you to load the game again.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you're going to join up, make sure both of you go to a safe house first. Or even like go to the same safe house, then join up. Go to the base, then join up. Go to the Camp Hudson. Just until they fix that, because it's super annoying.
Yeah, they did say they were gonna fix it this week by week's end, but apparently they got the PC fixed. I don't know if we covered that, but they did say they were gonna fix the PS4 and the PC first, and then the Xbox. But it's actually the PC first, and now Xbox and PS4 are gonna get it sometime next week.
I feel bad. I know I saw that on Reddit, and I could have sworn I put the guy's name down to give credit, and I apologize to random Redditor.
Yeah, actually,
that I didn't give you credit for that, but
I actually got that from the. I didn't even know you had that from Reddit. I got it from the patch notes from the Ubisoft notes.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe I'm
yeah,
just.
it's from there.
It's been a long week.
That's all right. It has for all of us.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, great. Do we have any questions on our Into the Dark Zone
What's
Twitter
shoutouts now? Shoutouts.
Do shoutouts first? Okay.
Yeah, why not? You've been out for a while, sir.
Yeah. No, I know.
You're out of it.
Right.
You know, I thought we were professionals at this. Apparently, we're not. Not yet. We're still rookies.
Go ahead.
We're going from how do they say, from noobs to rookies to Care Bears. That's what you used to say in Eve. You're going from noobs to Care Bears. Anyway, shout outs. MogNation.com. That's our peoples. Go check them out if you're looking for any other games as well. We've got a large selection of players there. Tabletop nerds, console nerds, PC nerds. We're all there. Mog PSN. That's our little slice of heaven. That's where all our PSN guys hang out. Shout outs to you guys at divisionforums.com and Discord. Check them out if you're looking for a group. Also, you can check out the divisionlfg.com. If you're looking for a group there, you can pick up some people there as well. To our viewers and listeners, and a shout out to my group that I found on I was about to say Destiny LFG. The divisionlfg.com. You guys are great. You know who you are.
Thank you for carrying me through Clear Skies.
Yeah. Yes. This is the group that I ran Falcon Lost on challenge mode a few times, and we're always clearing it. So, shout out to you guys. So that's that.
Great.
You okay with it?
All right.
Where's your coffee?
You guys just
coffee.
You guys just blipped out for half a second there.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're moving on to the social media Q&A / roundtable discussion. We have our first one. Do you want to take this, Sean?
Oh, these are let Julio do these because these are people that
sure
responded directly to him.
Yeah, so I posted. So I posted a question out there, and I had basically, how's 1.2? How are you guys liking it? And I had a few responses, and this one's from Foolish. I'm not gonna pull out full PS4 names out here just because I'm not gonna give out somebody's name.
Yeah.
Just part games, but they know who they are when they hear the name. So from Foolish, yeah. So she says, I think that 1.2 is a much needed update. I would have liked the incursion to be longer, but it is a million times better than the first one. I like that there can be many different strategies and builds instead of just a couple. It's actually fun and something that I look forward to playing over and over again. Bring the life back into PvE, into the PvE world is also great. The search and destroy and HVT missions are great. Yeah, they designed a beautiful game, and we are now getting to experience. Okay, I was thinking something else. More of it. We're getting to experience more of it every day, which is great. The reward system is much improved as well. Even though I haven't gotten much to improve my build, yeah, she's actually pretty well. She's got a nice build to it, so I can see why it might be a little bit harder. Because once you get those gear sets that you want, you start hitting that.
You don't want to break out of it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten much to improve my build. I have many more opportunities to do so, and that makes a huge difference in the long run. It doesn't feel like I'm banging my head against a wall anymore with a little chance of improving. That was the general consensus. Yeah, before 1.2. I haven't played the new DZ yet, so I can't offer much there. So yeah, Foolish, thanks for the input. We get another one from Zeno. I think 1.2 is a bit of a mixed bag, mostly positive. I'm enjoying the new content and definitely feel like there's more to do in the game PvE wise. The new sets aren't as impressive as the 1.1 sets as far as the DPS guy is concerned, and while I like the increased rewards for activities and DZ drops, I think they should have added slightly higher and harder to obtain. I think he put item levels. Item levels, yeah. If they are going to make 240s rain from the sky. Also, 1.2 introduced some new lag problems, with matchmaking. Yeah, that's the whole thing with the UE, the interfaces that we're talking about. It feels that they did a 180 compared to Falcon Lost. It feels fast and frantic, a refreshing change from the 40-minute trench sniping I do.
Yeah,
definitely. It is. It is. And we got one from Twitter from Wolfpack50. I love the PvE and DZ Bracket 201 Plus. I can finally farm good gear in the Dark Zone.
Yep. So yeah, I think Foolish covered pretty much how I felt, right? A lot of that I said. In Xeno, as far as the gear set stuff, see, I like that the 240s are raining from the sky because of the RNG in the gear.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter that, even if the weapons were 242 and just say your gear score was 240 or whatever, I don't even know what the theoretical max is right now if you have all that geared, you can still have such a wide variety in that 240, so each slot at 240 you can have such a wide variety that it's good that they just keep dropping that many 240s so you can decide which pieces do I want to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always find something that's going to fit you a little bit better.
You get something with good rolls too. I mean, that's a thing. So
yeah,
exactly what we're saying.
That's good. Yeah, but guys, thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Was that it? Were there any others that you guys saw on
Oh, there was one more. We had somebody on Facebook, I don't want to name real names, mentioned, I finally beat the Incursion and they are rolling out a new one.
Oh, yeah, that's my buddy from the States.
But really like the Intel missions, got some good Phoenix credits and also some 240 set pieces. Got 4 pieces to the Lone Star, 2 pieces to the Strikers in like 3 or 4 hours. And that's all without even playing the new Incursion or Dark Zone. So
yeah,
I love that they've done yesterday. That with using all this area again and just easy to get the gear score up. Which again, we should reiterate too. Gear score doesn't really matter.
No.
If you're looking for a group, don't worry about somebody's gear score. Cause like somebody at 200 could actually perform way better than somebody at 220.
Yeah. Yeah, they might not be putting in the let's say that 240 gear piece because they have a better 214 with better stats or whatever,
Very true. Yeah.
Or like a 163 weapon that just is still performing way better than the 204.
Really good. Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's see here. Yeah, I was talking to him yesterday actually about it via Messenger and the guy who wrote that Facebook message and he was saying that he can get up to I think it was like 223 or something like that, and
nice.
But his optimal right now is like 209.
Yeah.
That further illustrates that point.
Yeah, but you can see that this is something that they wanted to do. They haven't directly said it, but definitely it balances the game out in terms of the people that actually, ended up getting all this gear from Falcon Lost, either by the means of cheesing or doing whatever, or again, I'm not gonna say that everybody was cheesing it, but from all the exploiting that went on, this is definitely a way to basically balance out the field. So now there's absolutely no reason why anybody can't go over a 200 gear score.
Oh yeah, no, there's no reason why not.
Everybody's definitely gonna be up there. So it's again, it's a welcome change, and you can see just the results from it. I know there's a lot of people that are just completely disappointed with the game, and it's just the division sucks and the division this. You can't mention the division around some people because it's not their game, and it is what it is.
I believe the term is butthurt.
Yeah.
But
begrudgingly
it's fine.
butthurt.
But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's just like any other game, right? It's a lot of people had a lot of high hopes in the game from the beginning, and they just bailed after 1.1 came out. And okay, I'm not progressing. This thing sucks, and there's all this cheating and all this exploits. But damn, the game's been out for 2 months, and this back in the day, back when the game came out, 1.1 released. So it's basically boom. That's it. I'm done.
Right.
So
if you enjoyed it before 1.1, it's a good time to come back.
Yeah, it really is. As someone who left for a little bit and is coming back to it fresh, I would agree.
And we've been critical of the game, but in a good way. Because at least me, I want, and all of us here, we want to see the game succeed. We're not gonna just make a bunch of negative comments and just live off the negative comments, because it's just, there's no point in that, right? There's so many positive things that are out there. I would venture to say that the majority of the people that play the game, are actually, I'm not gonna say they're ecstatic or no, because some people they're cautiously optimistic, right? After 1.2 came out, because they see that it's taking a step in the right direction. So okay, so we'll let's go. I've always given the game the benefit of the doubt, and I've always said, listen, when the Division comes out, my 2 games to play are gonna be Destiny and the Division. So
On the other side, though,
for the long run.
On the other side, for my final thought is I'm still extremely disappointed in the probably not the effort putting in, but maybe the amount of time that they're allowing for testing on these things, because there is a lot of just little stupid bugs in some little, some even bigger, like the UI. Like nobody did grouping up in testing to see this double UI stuff. Like nobody, just this little things. If it was just one of them, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But they continue to I don't know if they're pushing stuff out too fast, or they just need to hire more testers or something. But that end of it is still very frustrating.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's the actual server deployment itself. Like when they actually roll it out, then a lot of these issues just become more apparent. Like there's
that can happen.
I don't know. I've experienced with other games. Yeah, I know. In other games, stuff like this always happens anyway. I don't think it's necessarily that they're pushing it out too quickly. I think it's a lot of this stuff won't even come up until you really see it in a mass group like what we do now. I don't know. Maybe I'm making excuses for them. I don't know.
But the whole UI issue, it wasn't there before. It popped up now, and it's understandable. You deploy a new patch, you fix a few things, you break a few more things. So, but like Sean said,
and just the daily mission thing.
Yeah.
Happening again.
Yeah, it was gone for a day.
How do you not have that system worked out yet by now?
Yeah, it was gone for a day, and they came back. But you know what? At least in my line of business, dealing with one of the divisions, pun intended, right? In one of our business units, like I know, like they design these jobs, and we're working these jobs, and we see a lot of things. I'm like, how the hell do they miss this? And you get a lot of pressure. Probably the QC guys or the developers, they've got a certain deadline or some pressures that they're on, and they'll cover all these things quick. Okay, boom, let's throw it out, and we'll fix it on the next one.
See, that's what I think is happening. Because I work for a software development company, so I know how some of this stuff can go. You get a coding task, goes from design, coding, testing, right? So it's designed, the coders code it, and then the testers get it, and they test like specifically that.
Yeah.
Where they need, so I think they're probably testing these new things, new code, new stuff that they're putting in, but they're not doing like a hardening test to like test the overall system well enough before they just throw it out.
Yeah. Yeah. But in any event,
it's obviously it's not making me not play the game. It's just a concern I have, and I find it annoying, and I think from a marketing perspective, they could do a lot better if they didn't have these little issues. Because a lot of people see that look at all these, I'll wait till they like fix all this stuff before I come back, or.
Right.
Oh, by the way, just to touch on one more quick thing, we were just talking about these things, about bugs and things creeping up. The whole cutscene when you complete should I even say that?
Oh,
just in case. Well, if you haven't played it by now, it's not gonna hurt anyone.
We don't have to say what it is. Just say there is a cutscene after you complete Clear Skies that you will get in the base of operations that is from some bug. It was actually supposed to trigger before you do the final vanilla story mission.
Yeah.
So it leads you to that final vanilla story mission after you do Clear Skies, just because somehow that triggers some...
Yeah, it should have been, let's just say that it's a cutscene that should have triggered after you complete Russian Consulate. It should have triggered then, so they fixed that bug, but now that it appears from Clear Skies. And of course, the people that want to add fuel to the fire have just been saying, oh, well, you see, this is stuff they cut out of the game, yada, 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 yada. Oh, whatever.
Rabble.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah. Players gonna play.
So what if they cut it out of the game? This was a free update.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really
Suck it.
Yep.
Moving along.
All right. Well, that's our show. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Twitch. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. And, of course, check out our website, intothedarkzone.com. You can also send us feedback via any of these sources. Also, tune in next week on Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Bye, everybody.